show is amazing with all the banter and how close, like the dynamics of the friendships. How much of that is 100% scripted and how much of that is input from you guys as a group?
It's pretty scripted.
It's pretty scripted.
Yeah.
It's pretty scripted because, you know, Jeremy and I aren't going out drinking or anything like
Yeah,
that. You know
exactly.
what I mean? So that's, no, but, I mean, it's mostly scripted, but I mean,
We do get a little off topic.
Yeah,
in the
sure.
booth.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
a little off topic in the booth.
There's chemistry there.
I
but
don't
it's
think they
definitely
use-
scripted.
they don't
I mean,
use it,
you know,
though.
I've seen these two grow up before my eyes, for crying out loud. So I mean, it's pretty interesting. I mean, when you're with a group of people, you know, you generally get a camaraderie, and so yeah. I mean, there's a little bit of that. But it's mostly scripted.
Does the show's range of fans from college stoners to 8-year-olds? Was that something you intended, or collectively they intended?
Yes, I would say.
That's a pen question,
Yeah.
but you know what? I think that it's the kind of cartoon that people from 1 to 92 can enjoy. There's something in it for
Yeah.
everyone, which makes it such an interesting, like, mass appeal sort of effect that's had on its fans.
And the animation is inevitable that it's going to attract stoners.
That's kind of true. But you know, it's funny because everybody can watch it. You know, everybody can watch
Yeah,
it.
it's a nice mix of everything in there. That's why it has such a huge.
Yeah.
audience,
That's it.
Because I remember seeing the ads for it, like, before going to see movies on the 20, the little thing they run.
Back when the 20 was.
Back when the 20 was happening, and I was like, what the hell is this thing coming out? And then it's just as weird and goofy and heartwarming as you would imagine it would be, but it's still on. You know, the fandom for it is crazy, and I've seen like 5 Finns this morning running around.
Oh yeah, at the cons, it's crazy. I mean, there was somebody yesterday that was wearing a Jake bathrobe, like out. You know, like it was like he was walking
Hanging
around.
out.
Yeah, hanging out
Hanging out in his robe.
with a
Jake
Jake
bathrobe.
bathrobe. I asked him where he got it. He was like, Spencer's. I was like, oh, cool. But, you know, it's funny. The merchandise is really blown up, too. It's shocking, like, how much stuff there is for Adventure Time. It's amazing. And you know a show is a big hit if it's got a lot of merch.
Yeah.
So that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Anybody? Question?
Anyone.
No more questions?
Well, that was
Cool,
the
great.
easiest
Let's
one.
All right, let's wrap it up.
I'll milk a frap. Yeah.
Since
Yeah.
most voice work is done like individually in booths, you're not necessarily around the other actors,
Um,
but you guys get to be together and
In
fill
our
out
case-
each other?
In our case, yeah, but for the most part, any good animated show, animates to the voice of the actor. We go in and record it first, and then they animate to us, and we get to record together.
Most of the time, yeah,
in a
almost all the
group,
time.
and that's usually the way it is. An ensemble record is usually the way it goes with most shows, like across the board. But the only time you're in there alone is when you're having a schedule conflict, and you have to knock out 3 shows at once because you weren't in a recording before. But the good thing is that when you do an ensemble record a lot, and then you have to record alone, you know what's happening. You know what the other actor is going to do. You have a feeling for what's going on, and the director will usually steer you in that direction anyway. So
Yeah, you can kind of picture what they're going for with their line reading, especially after all this time.
After all the time of us like getting to know each other and doing it
Yeah.
together in the booth, if
Yeah.
you're by yourself, it's like, okay, I know John's gonna
Yeah,
do
and
some
that's
crazy stuff. so.
and that's really across the board. I mean, with most productions and with ours. So
Is this your first time to Dragon Con?
Mine.
second.
First,
Second.
newbies over here.
Yes.
Have you
second
prepped
time.
them?
Has it?
Have you prepped them?
No, well, I think they know from just being outside.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a gimmick. It's like
But
It's not even nighttime yet.
Yeah, I
Hasn't
know.
even started.
Exactly. It hasn't. Yeah.
I got in at
mean,
midnight last night, and I was like, oh, it's already begun.
Yeah,
was my
exactly.
You got like, all the lines around the hotels and stuff. Like
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Got it.
It's like Comic-Con with humidity.
Yes. Right as you get off the plane, you get in that terminal, it's like, whap!
Right in your face.
this is the nicest August we've had. In
Really?
like decades.
Really?
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. 'Cause
So we're lucky then. All right.
We're
good.
LA snobs. We're not used to that.
I was waiting with Malcolm McDowell, and he couldn't have looked more uncomfortable. It's pretty funny.
Got the W.C. Fields thing going on.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, I know you've been doing the voices for a while and everything, but what do you sometimes feel like is the most complicated thing? Like, is it a certain scene or changing your voice at a certain point? What is a tough point that you've had during your role doing the voice?
For me, when I have to turn into a demon, because it's usually basically pretty similar to my regular voice that I use, but then, she turns into all these different crazy creatures, and it's a new one every week, and I'm like, okay, how do I differentiate from being a werewolf to a zombie to a bat to just a demon? So it's been challenging, but it's fun to, challenge yourself and, see how far you can push the craziness.
It hasn't really been difficult because Jake is very close to my normal voice, but I did have an instance where I also played Banana Guard, and it's my impression. Basically, when we came up with the voice, I was like, I'm going to do an impression of Penn doing Lumpy Space Princess because oh my God, he does Lumpy Space Princess. So basically, all right, well, I'm going to be the Banana Guard. Okay, I'm going to talk like this. So we had to do recently. Oh yeah, Banana Guard's great. And he's only in when he shows up, he's only he only has 2 or 3 lines. It's nothing. But we had to record for the video game, and I had to do the Banana Guard for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. And after the first hour, I felt like I was swallowing my own throat, because it was just like, it's difficult. But, but that's the thing. If you make a commitment to a particular voice,
You gotta stick with
you
it.
got to stick with it. So you got to be prepared to, to
Right.
do it. I mean, I got through it and it was okay, but it was a tough one.
Straining.
It was a tough one.
Now, you've done video games. Have either of you done video games?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Couple
all
times, yeah.
recorded for the game, and that was just hard too, in the sense of doing all the fight noises for.
Well, yeah,
an hour and a
the,
half.
Hit you and
It's like small punch, larger punch.
They're similar to the show, but the only difference is in the show you have a lot more instances where you're just kind of talking normal. Video games, it's almost like
All
constant
action.
screaming.
Well,
so
yeah.
it can drain you out.
The thing about the difference between animation and a video game is animation. You're just filling out 11 minutes
Yep.
of time with dialogue, and a video game you've got to record everything that the character could possibly do. You have to fulfill the space in that world. With whatever the player is going to make that character do. So the amount of work and the amount of responses that you have to have
And different
within
responses for every
yeah,
response.
yeah.
If
So
they do the
it's
same
just
thing like
it
twice
just
in a row.
stacks upon stacks upon stacks upon.
A lot of options.
I've done video games where it's been a couple of sessions over a couple of days, and I think it was Final Fantasy 12 or something like that, and I had a stack of papers of dialogue that was this big, and I remember at the end of the 8-hour day, doing snow angels in the paper because it was just like I couldn't believe. I was just and people think that it's easy to just talk in front of a microphone, and it's not. You're acting with your hands tied behind your back, so it takes an incredible amount of energy, an incredible amount of focus. Because you're not acting with your whole self. You're doing it just here, and just here. So it really is acting with your hands tied behind your back. So there's something to be said about that, about the difference between voiceover and recording for animation and video games.
Video games even, yeah.
That being your one way to act when someone comes into work and they're sick, are they immediately quarantined and shuffled away?
Oh, it's among voice actors, if you're sick, stay home. You can record it later, and it's kind of an unspoken rule, as far as voiceover people are concerned, because usually if you're sick, it has something to do with your voice. You have a cold, or you have a sore throat, or maybe you have flu-like symptoms and you've been barfing or whatever like that, and your throat is raw from throwing up. Anything. We all kind of say, stay home. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to gross you out with the barfing or anything. But seriously, it's an unspoken rule. Stay
There's a
home.
girl here, John.
Stay home. Yeah, I know, right? You can't talk about
Everybody
barf and
pukes.
barf and
Did you
farts.
check the checklist? Can you say that?
I don't know if the talking
I
I don't know if
puke
we're
is
allowed
on
to
the
talk about
talking
barf.
point.
Is there barf on
You
here?
can handle it.
So you guys sing a lot, or the show has a lot of singing, which is awesome. Do you guys like that part, the singing part? More than the
You know what,
singing?
it's a-
Like,
that's
are
a-
you singers?
That's a mixed bag because
It's-
usually I tell you what.
I like it.
Can I answer this for both
You know
of
what?
us?
Go for it because
Because
No,
I think I
we
know.
both have the same
yeah,
feelings
yeah.
on this matter.
It's basically like we like the end product.
yeah, it's great.
We like
It's
the
all
end
fun.
product, but getting there, it's just like
The actual
process of
It's a roller
recording the
coaster.
songs is just like we walk in and they're like, "Oh yeah, you have a song today." It's just like, I didn't know that we were singing. What?
Like it's okay. We got the lines right here. Well, that's
Yeah, okay, that's cool. But what about the music? Well, it goes like this, and to have somebody sing it to you, and then
Yeah.
you have to sing it back. Like that's how like on the fly it is, and it's just being an actor, it's incredibly frustrating. But then usually, when you see the end product, you're like,
Okay.
oh, okay, then that's fine. And okay, I get it. Like baking pancakes was, I didn't know what the hell that was.
It's on everyone's phone, too.
Yeah, I
Like
know,
an
pretty
app
much.
ad.
Alicia
Pancakes.
Keys. You know.
I felt
Um,
so cool when Tom Kenny had to sing the "I Remember You" song, and I was like singing the melody for him so he could just like mimic me, and I'm like, this is really cool because you're like, I'm teaching you something.
Yeah. You're at my mercy now.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I remember one time Hinton, who plays Prince Bubblegum, had to come in and do a song, and they had her play 3 random characters, and she had to do the song that she just heard, and then do another voice and harmonize with herself, and do another voice and harmonize with both of them on the same song.
That's a pain.
Yeah, it is. It's rough when you walk in and
I
go,
was like,
oh
wow.
yeah, I got a number to do today. I'm
You're
like, oh man.
Do you guys get a lot of crazy, kooky, maybe inappropriate fan things?
Yes.
His face. What was
Sorry,
it?
brother.
I mean, so
I'm sorry, little brother.
I'm worried
It's all right.
about
You're gonna
the
make
answer,
it.
what that
You're
might
gonna make
be.
it.
Thinking of something
All the
specific.
time.
I don't know what it
All
is.
the time.
Yeah,
Talking
there's-
like panties or-
Shadykins are a
Yeah.
little nuts.
Yeah. Some of them could be a little cray.
Little cray cray.
Yeah, what they like to call fan fiction.
Yeah, no.
Very
Yeah,
A
there's
little
some.
bit more than fan fiction.
Yeah, there's always somebody who's just like, "Will you sign my ass?" I'm like, all right. Dude. It's I've actually signed people's bodies, and they've gotten it tattooed on them
Wow.
because they had like a Bender or Jake or whatever, whatever character that they have. Oh, really? I'll sign it in a magic marker. And they're like, go to the tattoo shop now. Wow, that's crazy. That's some weird identity theft right there. You can't get away from it.
So your signature is just tattooed on
On
some
somebody,
guy's body.
couple people. I was in New Zealand.
Crazy.
Did I ever tell you this? I was in New Zealand, and a guy had on. He was a sailor. He was a nice guy. He's totally cool. But he was like, I got tattoos of Bender and the Professor. And I was like, oh, dude, where? He was like, and he pulled down his pants, and he had Bender on one cheek and the Professor on the other, and it was like, okay, I'm glad they don't talk. I'm glad you can't make them talk because I don't want to see that mouth.
At least it wasn't
Sorry.
an actual face on somebody's ass.
No, it was Bender on one ass, on one cheek, and it was mind blowing. I couldn't believe it. It's pretty funny. But I didn't sign his ass, so it's all right.
The bathroom thing made me think of that.
Moral of the
Right,
story.
yeah. No, it's the moral of the story is always carry a Sharpie. No, it's
And a needle.
yes, exactly.
That's what I
Make
find
sure
really weird about conventions like this. Like people will come up and ask for your autograph. They're like, "Do you have a Sharpie?" I'm like,
Yeah, like
No.
I have nothing to sign. It's like, can I have your autograph? Well, yeah, if you have a piece
I
of paper
rolled out
and
of
a
my
pen.
hotel room. and
"Yeah,
rolled
like do you have a
downstairs.
paper
Yeah.
and a pen?" I'm like, "No."
That's funny. Oh boy, I have a
Was
do
ass
not,
cheeks on there?
do not, do not,
Talk
do
about
not,
ass
do not. The do nots. There's actually a do nots on the
Section,
talking
yeah.
points.
Well, what are they?
I can't tell
You
you.
can read them though.
No, I
Read
can't
it.
because
The last one is
that's
literally
like,
do not tell what the do not
do
tell
not
talking
say
points are.
do not say anything negative about the competition.
So
And we didn't even ask about the competition.
I know.
Who
It's
is
like
the
I was like,
competition?
wow, really? That's kind of funny. Yeah, the regular show.
We love that. We love that.
No, we totally love those guys. They're awesome. Okay.
I'm sure it's language.
Check this out. This is what we're allowed to say. All right, tune in. We're moving beginning Monday, September 2nd.
Oh yeah, we're
Beginning
moving
Monday,
the time.
September 2nd, we're moving to 7 p.m. And we are airing season 5. The guest voices have included Matthew Broderick, Donald Glover, Donald Faison, George Takei, Eric Estrada, Andy Milanakis, Emo Phillips, Bobcat Goldthwait, and Susie Essman. Yay! So I can say that.
I can say all that stuff.
Awesome.
Nothing else.
Nothing else.
We're done.
Dope.
Recent and upcoming episodes. I might as well just read this part off. I'm just not going to read the do nots. That's what I'm going to do. All right, the second, Monday, September 2nd, we have the Earth and Water episode. Princess Bubblegum subjects Flame Princess to a series of tests to gauge Flame Princess's fury tendencies. But when there's an emergency at the treehouse and Princess Bubblegum leaves Cinnamon Bun to watch Flame Princess, her experiment might literally backfire in her face.
What? That's madness.
That's crazy. The week after is Time Sandwich. Jake crafts the most delicious sandwich ever, but when Magic Man steals it, Finn must defy the laws of space and time to win back Jake's creation. Awesome.
That's right, baby.
Time
That's what I do.
sandwich. That's it. And then on the 16th, we have the Vault. When Finn starts sleepwalking and dreaming about the green lady he filed away in his memory vault, Jake and BMO help him tap into his repressed memories to uncover a secret past. Who is the green lady? And how is she connected to Finn?
You know, I totally forgot that we recorded that episode.
Yeah.
I really don't know what happened.
Well, if the thing, and let me say this.
Well, you better tune
surprised.
in. At
Yeah,
Yeah,
6 o'clock.
exactly. Yes, 7 o'clock.
Because when people ask me,
On
who's
Monday.
the green lady? I'm like, dude, I have no idea.
Yeah, and level 15 or whatever it is that they're always asking about. Level 6.
This is the tier 15.
The tier 15.
Yeah.
Tier 15. Yeah.
15.
Yeah, that's strange. Ooh, there's stuff to be. We're doing. They have a Finn and Jake balloon for the Macy's Day
awesome.
Thanksgiving
Aw.
parade. So
That's
yeah,
a
we announced that
reality.
at San Diego Comic Con.
You're
That'll
like,
be
"Hi."
pretty cool.
Speaking of San Diego,
We
Yes.
finally
quick
made
question:
it, guys.
did you guys get to see the floor and for?
Oh, in San Diego?
Yeah, San Diego.
Yeah,
Did you
yeah,
guys-
yeah,
did
we,
you
Yeah,
guys
yeah,
see
we
it?
were signing there.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you just,
yeah.
Okay, I didn't
Oh, the
miss
big
it. I was
ice cap.
Big
going
ice cap,
everywhere,
yeah.
but yeah, it was pretty amazing.
We
dope.
should
They did a
plug
great job.
We should plug the fact that the first two seasons of Adventure Time are available now on Blu-ray, which is what they're telling me. And
on Netflix.
the first ever multiplayer console video game will be available this fall from D3. You can demo the game. Adventure Time. Explore the dungeon because I don't know. That's the name of the game. Adventure Time. Explore the dungeon because I don't know. At the Shifty Look Arcade this weekend. Oh wait, yeah, that's not there, but this is wait.
Don't read
What
it.
the
Did
hell?
you not read?
Yeah, that's it.
The game's cool, though.
Yeah.
I'm going to sell a little bit of it, so.
Ooh, wow. Yeah, and that's about it. That's the stuff.
Well, we've gone over the talking points. I guess we're.
Yeah, we're good to go. But no,
So
yeah.
what other stuff do you guys like to do as far as voice work? What other things would you like to work on that you haven't had an opportunity yet? Or regular acting as well.
I'm a journeyman. I go where the work is and
Wherever the wind blows.
wherever the
Hey,
if
you want
somebody
to book
says
me
here,
on a
here you
roll?
go.
I'll take it and
Yeah.
I'll take the money and.
Yeah, I mean, but it's that's just it. Being an actor, you somebody offers you a job, you decide whether or not it's what you want to do, and usually it's what you want to do. So
It's fun doing a large variety of things anyway, so whenever somebody throws you something that's kind of
yeah,
different, it's like,
I mean, I just did an episode of The Newsroom that just aired
Really?
a couple of weeks ago.
That's awesome.
I've gotten two
Um,
from behind.
But yeah, Jeff Daniels, awesome. Just I love that show. I was a fan of the show, and then I got to be on it, which was cool. And Aaron Sorkin is a maniac. It's incredible what he does. But yeah, I mean, I'd love to be able to get some more on-camera work, but I'm all right with that. If it, whenever I get it, and whenever But wherever the work is, whether it be on camera or behind the microphone.
I just want to do more like singing stuff too.
Well,
Yeah.
Sanger over here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
My new EP just released on iTunes.
Shit,
Do it.
what?
Yeah.
Do it.
What's it called again? What's it
Beauty is Chaos.
Nice.
Beautiful. I have
Gotta do the
movie.
plug.
Oh yeah, no, plug away. I'm going to plug right now. I know that voice. I did a documentary about voiceover, and yeah, we're actually. I have with me copies of the film that I'm going to be selling. So it's a Dragon Con exclusive. It's just the DVD. It's just you put it in and the movie plays. That's it. There's no special features, no nothing. It's just the movie. And so I was it's a special edition for the conventions, and we're going to have a digital release in December, and so right in time for the holidays. So it'll be cool. I'm really excited about it. I just want to get it into the hands of the people that want it the most, and those are the people at the conventions. So.
Yeah. And you did say documentary, didn't you?
Documentary, yes.
Yeah.
It's a documentary about cartoon voiceovers. It's got everybody's in it. I mean, Billy West, Maurice LaMarche, Rob Paulson. I mean, he makes an appearance.
Cameo.
I'm not in
Little
it.
cameo. No, you're not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Because everybody's
we had
in it.
yes, I know. I'm sorry about that. No, we had 150 interviews with 160 hours worth of material that we had to pare down to about 95 minutes.
So were you like a producer on it?
An executive producer. I paid for the thing, so I'm gonna try and get my money back. That's what I'm talking right now.
Have you seen the documentary, You Know, That Guy? Which is a similar documentary about character actors all
Oh,
over
really?
television and film.
No, I haven't seen that. I
Yeah,
have
it's,
to
it's
check
on
that
Netflix
out.
now, so you
Oh,
watch it.
cool.
It's called You Know, That Guy.
All right,
and
cool.
it interviews like 16 actors who you've seen in a million things.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's-
That's
Yeah,
one of the
make
reasons
the
why I made that movie. Like I
Right.
wanted people to.
To know
See what
the-
the- what it's about.
I want people to, because I get asked the same questions all the time
Yeah.
at conventions. And it's just like, well, check out the
Yeah,
check out the movie and see, you'll get your stuff answered. Pretty cool. But I mean, everybody's in it.
Except for her.
That's oh, you're on iTunes now, so.
That's right.
So
She
don't
got
give
a
them any
record.
props in your liner notes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty much that.
She's seething inside. She's
Yeah. Mad at me.
Plotting
Look
my
at
revenge.
mad at me.
Just like as you go out the door, just trip him. And
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I know, I'm thinking weeks later, the mic,
Oh yeah. Just
Something comes
yeah,
out of the
that's
mic
awful.
I got something brewing.
Oh man.
It's like,
boy.
yeah. Music project feature everybody but
But
John.
John. Oh, John, there's no room for a tenor or a baritone. Sorry. Any more questions?
Anything else? Cool.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Hope this
Thank
was
you.
painless, relatively speaking.